MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Washington Nationals and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Here it is. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Strasburg with a check at first, but the runner's back easily. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch inside, the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bell trying to get there. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Left fielder, Mo Evans.
From the belt, kicks and deals. 4-1. Here's the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently. LeMahieu, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Toward the alley in left center, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Hit high and deep out to left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 3-run home run for Giancarlo Stanton. His first homer so far in the series as the Nats move out in front now 3-0.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with show track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
First baseman, number 99. Logan.
First delivery to him on the way. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting sixth, designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's the reason called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2 is in there, a called strike 3. But the Nationals strike for 3, all coming via this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first now from Yankee Stadium. It's 3-0 Washington. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. The 2-0. 3-0 now. Josh Bell will be next. And that's finally over for a strike.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Hernandez has a play. 1 down.
Batting second, first baseman.
Now batting, Josh Bell. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a changeup high, ball 1. Bell is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0. You'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Stepping into the box, Aaron Judge. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And right into the shift. Hernandez takes it in. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Gene Segura standing in.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Now the 2-0 is laid off, put in there for strike 1. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Into the box, Manuel Margot, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. (2-0) to the Nationals center fielder.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Heading out towards shallow right. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play.
Man, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he'd lost sight of it, but then I watch it and say, nope, that's just a blundered play. Can't really sugarcoat it.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Fouled off. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Man, that is the cardinal sin for any pitcher, and you never expect a guy of this caliber to make that mistake. Have the hitter down 0-2 and let him off the hook by plunking him. He'll be talking to himself about that one.
From the stretch, takes a knee-high fastball.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's in the dirt. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Nats leave a pair, but they lead it 3-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
High in the air out to center field.
Margot's on the move.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So digging in now, Smokey Chavez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Stanton. And that's the second out of the inning. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Previous history with Luis Severino, just a 3 for 13 batting line. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-1 the count now. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail it here 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Mo Evans. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
The 2-2 one more time. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He'll get it into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Standing in now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 home. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Stepping in now, Logan Morrison. No balls and a strike to count. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Two-strike pitch from Strasburg. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Miguel Cabrera, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First time up, he went down looking. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Count even at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time, and he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. Curveball that time, not even close. Gene Segura waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Stanton on third. Morrison is at second with nobody out. Hard hit ball to second. Saladino scoops it up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Here's the first pitch to him. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. Now a bunt attempt here. Bell is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. A bouncer up the middle. Saladino is there, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Nationals are out in. Here's Chris Davis now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Striding forward now is the DH, Nicholas Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
Missed with a slider. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
And here's Tyler Saladino, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Previous history with Luis Severino, he's just 1 for 6. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Hernandez charging in on it. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Striding into the box, Yasmani Grandal. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Comes set with the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And right into the shift. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 9.
LeMahieu. On the stretch, here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning.
The 1-0-2.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. Jordan Zimmerman answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Giancarlo Stanton now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball. One. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The 2-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Logan Morrison would be next. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, the single probably drives in a couple of runs.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Seared down the first baseline. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. 1 run is scored. The run scores from second. It's 8-0.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, Hero.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. Popped high in the air. Sanchez over to his left, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left. So striding in, Torres back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
Up next for the Yankees,
Josh Bell, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that misses inside 1-0. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Evans sprinting after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Here's big Aaron Judge. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. No runs, no hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Grandal gathers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Ready once again, Gene Segura. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. In for a strike, it's 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Davis is right there, 1 down.
center field number 7.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Past history with Jordan Zimmerman, just a 1 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Chavez going back at the track, the wall. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers, but there is a need for short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
Third baseman number 16.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. This one also hit deep to left field. Chavez going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
The batter, number 9.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he puts it on the ground to third. Shaw fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2.
The batter, left fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Mo Evans, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First delivery to him on the way. Sliders in for a strike. Hernandez on third with 2 out. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Lifted in the air to center. Davis is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is line to left. Evans is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
In there, 0-1. No runs, no hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Stanton at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. As they finally get their first knock of the game.
Better late than never, huh? It was a memorable first hit, too. I thought maybe he was going to be content to stop at second, but no way. He barrels into third with a triple. Maybe that wakes up the dugout, too.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
In there for strike 1. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. LeMahieu's got it. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
The 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed, strike 3. A run on. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Ready for another chance. Logan Morrison. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Big man will try to bunt his way aboard, but the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Next will be the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 1-1 home. Hard hit ball to second. Saladino loves it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing. And here's Tyler Saladino. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Here's the bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. And there's 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Torres. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here's a high pop-up. Severino is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping up now, Josh Bell. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one just missed outside.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Hernandez shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in the Bronx. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Coming to the plate now, Gene Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. This is hit softly to third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Manuel Margot has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. No balls and 1 strike. Hit out towards second. Scooped up to second for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Digging in, Yasmani Grandal. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Well, you don't see that every day, Matt. A home run on a fastball that is away and off the plate that he went out and hooked it. If I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking to myself, I've got to make this guy a little bit more uncomfortable, not let him get those arms extended. I'd have to think about pitching this guy inside in this at-bat.
And that'll miss up an in ball, too. Soft liner to the left side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Throwing to second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez.
Nope, that's a ball.
And a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Pulled toward right center field. Judge is on his horse, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave one. Stepping into the box, Aaron Judge will try and get something started in the home half of the seventh. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down. And this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Not every day that we see a ball come off the bat like that one did. And looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. In now, Smokey Chavez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's nothing. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That's a foul ball. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. And this one is gone. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first homer here in the series, but they still face a 7-run deficit. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. just a touch outside. 1-2.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Here's Chris Davis now. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I got the count. 1-2.
And right into the shift. Hernandez has it. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Nationals 10 and the Yankees 3. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Liner towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
Stepping in now, Mo Evans, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Giancarlo Stanton now. And there's a base hit on the line. Long throw to third. And he is in there.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. And Morrison in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Outside and low, 3-0. Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
So striding forward now, Miguel Cabrera. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gun. Lays off 1-0. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. The fastball down near the shoe tops.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Stepping up to the plate, Gene Segura. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Three and 1 to the National shortstop. Sharp ground ball to third. Shaw gloves it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Only one in the. Nick Castellanos now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has a read on it. 1 down. Into the box now, Tyler Saladino. A couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Here's a high pop-up. Morrison waits on it. 2 down. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Torres. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. 2 out, nobody on. Ball 1.
It counts 1-1.
Now he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Josh Bell the next to hit. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. This is skied into short left center. In comes Margot. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1, and it's not going to help them. It's 11-3. Number 48 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He went deep back in the 5th.
Leading off for Washington.
First offering on its way. Grounded to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting,
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Lifetime history with Josh Fields. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Swinging a soft liner. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Turns over now and set to go Cesar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside. Here comes the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. Grandal on second. Hernandez is over at first with one away. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Now to the plate, Mo Evans, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. His first homer so far in the series as they just continue to pour it on here.
Now batting, right fielder, Giancarlo.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Three runs already home here. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that can just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will. Sean Kelly, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. Here's big Aaron Judge, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Grounded weakly to the left. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Up next for the Yankees.
Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. His past history with Sean Kelly. He's 0 for 5. 0-1 the count. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got
hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Stanton looking up, and it's gone. Into the box, Smokey Chavez. So watch the slider that stays inside for ball one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Evans is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Taking called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last chance for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
14-4 is the way this one ends. Washington win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Luis Severino earns the victory on the mound. Steven Strasburg was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.